This is the Third Eye of Providence Tarot Tuesday. Thanks for joining me once again. And if this is your first time checking out my videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications every week when I post new content. Also, if this message resonates with you and you like the reading, please make sure to hit the like button on the video just so I know which of my zodiac sign collectives I have the most of in my audience. I can do deeper readings for them. So this week I did all separate videos for my zodiac signs, and this is the message for my Leo collective. That's the Sun, Moon, and Rising combination. I have pulled already cards for you. This is a message for you from the Wild Unknown Tarot. You got two messages from the Frequency Tarot. You got two messages from the Power of Love activation, and you also have a card for the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I'm excited to get into this message, so let's see what it says. From the Tarot, you have the Three of Swords. Not the greatest energy to be involved with. My Leos. This is kind of a recurring theme I've been seeing for you over the last couple of months, and I'm not going to tell you your business. You already know. Just my heart is really here for you because this is entanglement. See all of the strife? This is unnecessary. So there's three different things happening here. All of them feel like cuts and wounds, and you just feel tied beyond what you feel like you're able to take on. Also, when I was pulling these cards for you, I got a song in my head, which happens to me pretty often, and it's Amy Winehouse, Love is a Losing Game. I know this song is not a message for me. It was, really sad. I don't know if it's you singing it, but definitely this song is a message for you. Or this is the energy you're feeling. So yeah, let's go into the Frequency Tarot. You got a plume, number 71. And I will be reading the extended messages for all of these, but I'm going to do the reveal first. You also got number 69, ameliorate. Interesting. You have 69 and 71. 1, 2, 3. There's something in the middle that's missing. 1, 2, 3. So 3 is a repeating number for you. Something you might be seeing a lot of threes, or there's something that involves three things in this particular situation. And I'm also seeing the similarity in this image and this image. I'm sure you can see it too. It looks like a before and after, I want to say. Okay, so let's get into your Sacred Destiny Oracle. You have transformation. That's beautiful. Blue to green to yellow. So this is something you're speaking about from your heart, and it really has to do with your pride, which is a very typical, this is all Leo, of course. Like, there's something you need to get off of your chest, is what I'm getting. And once you do, it's going to change things for you. What's the symbol of the rose here? There's something to do with a rose. So the ever unfolding rose, this is upping your frequency. So once you get this stuff off of your chest, there's like a weight that's been lifted. And then you will experience sort of like accelerated ascension. Okay. In the Power of Love, you have, of course, loyalty. Look at all this heart color here. This is solar plexus. This is a very Leo energy. Duh, obviously. It says, your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. And you also got the card Harmony. It says, you are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Okay. This one's a very tricky message this week, my Leos. Let's get into the reading. So, the Three of Swords, like I said, not the best energy to have, but let's see what happens here. This card brings and speaks of your energy, which is heartbreak, turmoil, or betrayal. It says this is a dark and complex card. The Three of Swords is rarely a welcome sight. Its wrath may come in the form of lies, betrayal, cheating, or heartbreak. There will be emotional entanglement and confusion. Do not try to make any decisions while in this state. Wait for your heart and mind to mend. This is going to be some kind of a transformation regarding your loyalties to people. Okay. Let's get into the frequencies. I'm going to read number 69 first, and then we're going to go into number 71. Because that is the way they appear to me. Oh, this is a big one. 69. Alright. Sorry, I was had to laugh about that for a second. You gotta lighten these things up sometimes, right? So number 69, ameliorate. It says, if you've drawn this card upright, let yourself feel a renewed hope and faith and a sense that you are truly blessed by the universe at this time. You are entering a loving phase in your life, filled with calm, energy, mental stability, and deeper understanding of both yourself and others around you. This card encourages you to have faith in yourself and to believe in yourself. Interesting. And then it goes so much extra. Typical for my Leo. So it says, this card is saying that you, over the long term, you should have faith and trust in the universe. It's easier said than done. But a better future is waiting for you, and in order to experience it, you must entertain the idea that it is indeed possible. You have endured life's challenges and have been through a difficult time, but you are now open to healing and transformation. Allow hatred, envy, bitterness, and revenge to burn themselves out so that they no longer shadow your life or get in the way of your potential for future happiness. Take a good look at the painful events in your past. Open your mind wide enough to see the gifts that each one brought to you. Find approval for what has happened in order to truly begin to forgive. Now is the time to be especially open to new ideas and growth. Listen to the small voice within you. You have a strong desire now to find or rediscover a sense of meaning, inspiration, and purpose in your life. You are making some significant changes in your life, transforming yourself from the old you to the new you. By doing this, you're bringing a fresh perspective on life, and you may also be feeling that you are finally honoring the person who you truly are or want to be, rather than simply following a routine that has little meaning to you. There's a deeper spiritual journey that you are going through, which is all about bringing greater meaning and purpose into your life and renewing your inner energy. This card is here to promise you that your future will be brighter than your past. Aww, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm getting 3, 6, 9. So this is like through the Three of Swords, through this heartbreak, through this betrayal, through this turmoil, you have profound realizations about yourself, what you deserve, what you don't deserve, that helps you stay on course in the future to receive the blessings. That's beautiful. And there is something to be said about we suffer early in life so that later in life we can experience the sweetness in contrast. So let's get into the next one, a plume, number 71. You are lining up vibrationally with victory and overcoming opposition through your confidence. Now is the time to assert yourself and be bold. You did not come to this life to live carefully and stay safe. You may need to look after yourself at this time and be confident in expressing your needs and wants. Otherwise, you will not get your way. Interesting. So, I'm just trying to get the glare off of that. There you go. This is a time to know fundamentally who you are and what you stand for. If you were going to die 1 year from today, what would you do and how would you want to be remembered? If you've drawn this card, confidence is the order of the day. Self-assurance will get you what you want, and confidence is not to be confused with aggression. You have drawn this card, so you must come to terms with your own aggressive impulses. No matter how denied it may be within you, aggression is part of human nature, part of your innate survival mechanisms. Aggression cannot be simply addressed or suppressed. To do so will only turn itself inward on you. When it does this, it will manifest itself in the form of illness. Aggression can be very destructive, but it's also a powerful energy and it can be channeled creatively. This is a time when you need to be aware of your impulses or anger. If you've drawn this card, the time has come to really focus on developing your self-esteem. This is not the time for introspection. This is the time to develop the confidence and claim your place in the world. My Leos, I'm starting to get some chills here. They're very connected. I said there was definitely, I noticed that it went from 69 to 71. 69, 70, 71. Something in between here happens. You know, this ameliorate card, this message, and then it's about the transformation, and then you have the taking what's rightfully of yours, building your self-confidence. So yes, something happens to knock you down so that you can build yourself up even higher. And then nobody can touch you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what the Sacred Destiny has to say about transformation, which this is why I love doing these kinds of readings and bringing out different decks. I love getting the confirmation across the different types of cards here so that you can really understand overall like what the message spirit really wants you to pay attention to. And this would be one of them, of course. So it says, this is the time for change, reinvention, or rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or an initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it's usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Wow. I do like how it really did factor back into the other messages. So let's see what the Power of Love activations have to say. We're going to go with Harmony first. All right, so it says, when you sit in stillness, satisfied that your soul is on the right path and that everything is right in your world, even for a moment, it's a true gift, one you have created for yourself. Feeling balanced and harmonious on this earth plane is very difficult, and when it happens, your spirit soars. Yet, it takes work on your part. But that's what you signed up for when you agreed to incarnate here. Creating order in this tumultuous physical dimension is like walking a tightrope. Your constant awareness is on keeping your balance while dealing with the obstacles in your path. The good news is that the more you practice, the easier it becomes. If something within your being is out of balance, it will come to the surface of your awareness to give you the opportunity to be explored further and understood more deeply. Realize that some things that might upset your equilibrium originate from outside you and are beyond your control, but you do have control over the inner self. Always remember to approach life with an attitude of love, compassion, and empathy. When you are at peace with yourself, it's easier to be at peace with everything else. Yeah, there was some speaking about anger issues here for my Leos, and personally, whenever I've had to deal with and face my own anger demons, it always comes from a place of wanting control. And, you know, there have been some incidences in your life that trigger you to feel insecure or to feel afraid that you get the sensation that there's danger. So you have a tendency to want to control things and people around you in a means of protecting them. But really, you can't protect everyone, and you cannot protect yourself from situations outside of your control that are actually meant to serve your higher purpose. They are there to raise your frequency by helping you transform things about yourself that you didn't want to look at. So let's move on to the last message here regarding the loyalty. My Leo collective. Such a loyal bunch. Okay. Your loyalty is measured by the strength of your commitment to your relationships and obligations. You possess an unswerving faithfulness. Your soul is stirred only when you unselfishly have the best interests of others at heart. This devotion is freely given with a true sense of unconditional love. Loyalty asks you to be steadfast in your motives and unwavering in your ideals. Be a living example to others. Demonstrate your belief in a person, cause, or principle, and it can enrich your life experience, expand your horizons, and bring you a sense of solidarity and oneness. When you are really honest about where your loyalties lie, you must also be willing to ask yourself what these loyalties are teaching you about yourself and your own value system. Is there a need you are meeting? What fulfills you and makes you whole? Are you giving unconditionally, expecting nothing in return? Never misuse or abuse your loyalties, but instead defend them like a roaring lion, letting everyone know you are honorable, brave, and strong. I told you this was a big Leo energy. And the message I actually really got off of this is to be loyal to yourself. Especially when it comes to this issue with the anger, like people, or it might not even be anger, but there's something outside of you that's emotionally distressing you. And I guess what I'm just trying to help you understand, my Leos, is that loyalty to yourself is the highest priority. You have to. I think Leos are so selfless and they care so much about others, and they will run themselves ragged to show other people that they care, or that they're responsible, or that they're reliable, and that people can trust them. And it's just because they have such a big heart. But I think what you need to really do is sit down with yourself, do some mirror work, and have a conversation with yourself, and assure your inner child or your psyche that you are loyal to yourself, and that you will not abandon yourself, and you will not make your needs go unmet just so that you can prove to others how much you care about them or how responsible of a person you are. Because once you start shining from within with that self-love, it will ameliorate to the external, and people will, not have false expectations of you. They will see that you really are truly big-hearted and that you're doing your best. My Leos, I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing week. If you want a deeper personalized reading, reach out to me. I'd be happy to get into some more of these energies for you. Otherwise, come over to my Instagram. We're going to do bonus messages on Friday for a freebie over there. And you can get just an extended weekend forecast. So, okay, Leos, be well.